Hello world, my name's AK, I'm Swashbuckler, and these are my adventures. So, my hair has been slowly growing, and it has gotten to the point of touching my shoulders, and apparently at work that means that you have to have it up. And I am a lazy person by nature, and that's the reason I got it cut, so that I didn't have to do anything with it. So then I was faced with the dilemma of doing something with short hair, which is even more complicated than doing things with long hair. So I put together a couple of my favorite very quick hairstyles for lazy or just very busy people like me. And I thought I would share those with you. So let's get started.
Alright, let's get started. So this first hairstyle, I like to call the no braid French braid. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It pretty much follows the same basic rules as a French braid without all of the tedious braiding. And for days when I don't have time but I need to throw it up or it's greasy or anything like that, I can put it up in this. And yeah, so I just start with taking a section of hair on the top, putting it in a rubber band, and then I'll continue that down, just like a French braid, grabbing from the sides, sweeping in, but still holding on to that top part. This is not making any sense. That's why you have video, so that if my explanations do not make sense, you can just watch and learn. I'm not really sure where I got this idea. I pulled my hair up in a half up, half down one day, and then I just kind of continued it, and I was like, oh, this kind of looks cool. And it keeps everything back, so if you're doing something where you really don't want your hair falling out into something, it's really tight. And there it is. So pretty simple, pretty basic, nothing glamorous really about it. It's just, if you need something and you want something that looks unique, you can even stop halfway down right there with just the top two, and it looks really cool. Alright, now the challenge I'm going to run into here is remembering which hairstyle I did next. Okay, I think this one is called the retro ponytail, at least that's what I call it. So, if you guys don't know, I do World War II reenacting, and when I first started out, I had this one go-to hairstyle, and it was when I had long hair, and so curling my hair didn't really work because it would be too long and unauthentic, and so I would twist and poof my hair around my head and then put the rest in like a roll-up. I don't know what you call that, but like I would roll it up in the back and twist it in the front. And then one day after I got my hair cut, I did it with a ponytail, and I was like, oh, that looks really cute. And it kind of looks 50s, like if my hair was longer. But all I do is I tease the front of it. You may need it more depending on how thick your hair is or how thin. And then I just twist it. And it usually starts coming out, so like later on in the day, like little frays will be coming out on the top of my head. So just be sure to hairspray it if you want it to stay in there for a really long time. And then I do the same on the other side. And I have no idea if this is recording right now, but hopefully it is. That eye look, that glance. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I am branching out into new areas. Not only am I editing, but I'm also doing a voiceover. Look at me go. Whew. Even if it's bad, at least I'm trying. And then I just put that in a ponytail, like I said, and that's it. Sometimes, one thing that I did once was putting a ribbon in the twist as I did it, and it was really cute when it turned out, and I tie it a bow in between the part. And that's the finished product. I'm weird in front of cameras. It's a disability of mine. The next one. Oh, okay. So the next one is really kind of lame and simple, but it was just something that I do and kind of just spices up a ponytail. Really, all of these are just secretly ponytails that I'm doing different things with. Anyways, I just grab the top part of my hair and I poof it up a little bit. Sometimes I get crazy and poof it up a lot, like in that dry brushing review last week. I had it really poofed up, like crazy. That was a bad choice. But usually it's just a small little something. And if I wasn't going to work, I would leave the rest of my hair down because I like that look. But if I was going to work, I would put it up. And these are all, extremely simple. And that's why I wanted to do this video, is because I'm always, when I got my hair bobbed, the first thing I did was look for, what are hairstyles to do with bobbed hair, and everywhere I went it was braids and curls. And I was like, yeah, but those both take really long time, and when you don't have time, you need something that looks different other than just your hair sitting down. So that's why I did this video. I wanted to put something out there, something different other than curls and braids, although the last hairstyles are braids, but still. I'm completely brain dead about which is next. I guess we'll watch and find out. I have my notebook, but it's over there, and I don't want to get up and get it. Let's see. Oh, I'm turning it around. Oh, okay. Wait, no, I remember. All right. So there's a common hairstyle, and I think it's called the flip through, where you put your hair in a ponytail. I don't know why I didn't do that one, but you put your hair in the ponytail, you divide it and flip it through. There's another version where instead of flipping it all the way through, you just tuck it into itself. And I didn't think I could do that with bobbed hair, but I discovered the other day I could, and it actually turned out looking really good and kind of vintage in a way, which for me is a good thing. Alright, and then I put it in a ponytail, I stretch it out, and then I tuck it in, and then I pin it. And I did this twice the other day, so just find one was really tight and the other one was a little looser, but I don't know. I liked the way it looked. And it did stay out the entire day. The other night I did an all-night shift at work, and it stayed up the entire night with me hustling around up and down ladders and stuff like that. It was still in. I didn't lose one bobby pin. I'm just looking at the mirrors right now. Setting up these mirrors was ridiculous. I don't know how people who do this on a regular basis hide their mirrors, because usually you don't see them, and you can see both of mine. I don't know how they hide them. And that's the finished product. And of course you could do something in the front. Me being goofy again. You can do something in the front if you wanted to, but again, I've mentioned before, I'm lazy, so I just needed something that looks decent so I don't look like a crazy person. And I'm going to take that out, and I'm pretty sure I just have braids left, but I guess we will find out again, because I do not want to get up over across the room and get a notebook. Also, it is freezing cold here. I have a heater on, but it's still cold in my room. I had to open the curtains, and it's snowing outside. I had to open the curtains for light, and it was so cold. I'm sure you can't tell, but it was. Alright, and then the last hairstyle are braids, of course. I know I was trying to stay away from the norm, but Braids are the ultimate thing because they always look like you put so much work into them and you really didn't. I've done 4 and 5 braids before. They're really cool. I did them when I had longer hair. Uh, and braids you can do pretty much anything with. You can do them in any side of your head. You can do, inside out version, fishtail version. You can pucker it and make it look fancy. You can dress it up or dress it down. So basically, hairstyles or braids rather are really the best kind of thing. So if you don't know how to French braid, I would suggest learning it. When I was younger, I tried and I couldn't do it on myself, but then I ended up doing it on a friend of ours who's younger, and I did it several times on her, and so then the other day I tried it on me and I actually was able to do it. So I guess try it on other people and then you'll end up figuring out how to do it on yourself. And the funny thing is, I have been wearing French braids for a little while and I always have tried to do the inside out braid and I cannot figure out how to do it. And then in this video, after I finished braiding, I realized I had done an inside out braid. So I don't know what I'm doing differently, because literally I would sat there and tried several different ways to do an inside out braid and none of it was working. So I have no idea what I did. I don't know. I'm so confused. Huh. I was thinking about speeding this part up of the video, but I started recording this voiceover and now I don't want to stop it and do it again, so I don't know what to do. I also just realized I didn't film an outro to this video, so I'm gonna have to set everything up again. Well, at least editing is going well, because I thought that was going to take forever. And I'm filming this on my last day available before Friday, as usual, because I do things last minute. Look how nice that French braid turned out. That never is the way it looks. I had a friend at work who's, what is it, when you need everything in order? I don't remember what that's called, but there was a strand of hair out, and she was like, I need to redo your hair. It's bothering me. So that's usually the way my hair looks. And then when people are watching, it actually turns out right. I just need to film myself doing my hair more often. Every time. Alright, and then the last thing is that you can do French braid twice or 3 times. And I've done it 3 times once before. It turned out disastrous, but I'm sure that if I took the time I could do it again and it might not turn out bad. But yeah, the last thing is you can do it twice. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do not want to film an outro, so I'm just going to do the outro over this because, like I mentioned twice before, I'm rather lazy. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful to you. To you guys with bobbed, short, or long hair, actually. And maybe, maybe it brought some joy into your day, just laughing at my attempts. You cruel people. Alright, so I guess this is when I still don't know how to do outros. I have tried. They're so awkward. Because, it feels weird asking, like, subscribe, like, because I don't want to be like everyone else and everyone else does that. But I do have goals on social media. I really, really am working hard on gaining, followers on social media. And so if you guys want to go follow me over there, the links are in the description below. And, oh, that was the other thing. I had to do this video now because I'm thinking of doing something to my hair. That's all you get. But, stay tuned. Follow my social medias if you want to find out. I'm thinking of filming it, so I may put it up on this channel too. I should probably cut this off. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut this off. But you guys know what it is. Just 2 French braids, and then you can also do 3 French braids, but this video is getting really long. So, my name's AK, I'm the Swashbuckler, and I will see you next Friday.